Hi guys,
Amanda.
how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I am doing awesome. What do you
Nice.
think about this time for having masterminds?
For me, being on the West Coast, Amanda, it's much better. Just because sometimes for us, it's like 4 o'clock. It's like showing times, appointments.
Yeah.
So I personally I like it. That's why I've been actually having to miss the last few ones, but this one I said let's do it.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm so happy to hear that. We had thought, you know what, let's just try to do a different time and let's see what the response is with everybody. And let's just see. Some people they're get just, if they have another job, they're getting off that job, or, clients are getting off the job and they're out showing. So yeah, I think we're gonna try to play around with it. It's a little bit early. I mean, it's 4 o'clock here. What? It's like 2 o'clock there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So kind of middle of the day, like you're just getting done from lunch, or so okay, that's really cool to know. Especially, I didn't know if it'd be like super early on the West Coast.
No, I thought it was perfect. When I saw the post from you and Stevie, I said, "Oh, that's fantastic." I said, "Let me add it in my calendar
Yay!
before I forget."
That's awesome. Okay, good deal.
How's everything?
Going well. Yeah.
Good.
It's
Good.
weird having a short week this week, so I'm trying to pack in so many things.
Mhm.
So, how's your week going?
Good. I didn't take Monday off, so it was just business as usual over here, at
Business
least
as
trying to be,
usual.
but good, good. We're of course getting a lot of influx of Californians, right? So that one's good. But
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Oh
How's
no,
the
that's
how's the
really good.
market? Market overall is pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going good here. What about there?
It's good. It's staying strong. We have very low inventory, as I'm sure you guys are probably seeing that, right? And
We don't have that low of inventory, actually.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a national issue. Tom Ferry was talking about it. It was like a million units, I think,
I
short.
feel like Amanda's area is the only place where, because I always say, I'm like, inventory is so low, it's so frustrating. She's like, yeah, it's not really like that. Right?
I mean, like,
Good.
is it lower? Lower, yes. But when we're used to, you know, like middle of the week, like 200 listings a day hitting the market, and then like Monday and Friday, like 400 units. Like Monday was something crazy, like 573 new listings hit the market or something.
Wow.
So like
Go ahead.
it's I should say it's lower, but I mean I still feel very grateful that we have inventory.
Mm-hmm. And good interest rates, right? I'm assuming you guys are seeing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, grateful for that.
I feel like every buyer that I'm showing property to, this is what happens. There's like 3 options. They've been on the market, they suck, and they're like, oh, we'll have to do the roof. This whole kitchen's a gut. And then I'm like, look, right around the corner is new construction. They'll pay all your closing costs. And they walk in and they see all the bells and whistles, and they're like, done. And anything good that comes on the market, I just feel like it goes so fast. It's extremely aggressive, over list price. We're not giving any concessions, and they feel so overwhelmed. And I'm like, I try to reassure them. I'm like, hey guys, like, it doesn't cost you any money to put in an offer. Like, we can at least try and come in strong. And they're just like, no, I can't. Like, it's too much.
Oh,
Right? Does
new
anyone
homes
else see that?
Yeah.
right?
We have some so it's so weird because like it's either like super new construction, or we have like historic parts of Fort Worth that people want to live in. So it's kind of funny
Okay.
to see like the difference there, like you either get like the home with all the character and you have to do the updates and you just have to accept it, or you get into the move-in ready home.
Wow.
So yeah. Good
Yeah,
deal.
we're doing a lot of new construction.
Where are you at, Samantha? Oh wait, I don't.
Wait,
I can't hear.
it muted for like halfway.
Oh,
Testing. Mic check.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I had to take these headphones out. I'm in the Fort Hood, like Killeen area, so Central Texas, and we're doing a lot of construction.
Awesome. Good deal.
I thought we heard some babies.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them, 4 of them. So.
Oh, wow. I don't know how you do it, girlfriend. I can hardly do it and I don't have to take care of anybody.
It's difficult. Like with them being home all the time and oh my God, I'm like, can I hire my sitter back yet? Like when does baby
I bet.
Yeah, and my husband's military, so fun.
Your husband's in the military?
Yeah, he's Army, so he's like, his schedule is so inconsistent that it's like, okay, we're just gonna go with it. We just have to go with the flow.
So how do you show properties? Like if someone schedules a showing?
Well, thankfully, recently, it's been a lot of virtual showings. So kids aren't a big deal. Like, okay, stand right here at the door. Don't move. Be silent.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, so that one's not a big deal if that has to happen. Pre-Rona, I had a babysitter, and they were in school. So now it's really just doing a lot of virtual showings or just scheduling around like my husband's schedule and really, sorry, see, there she is. And just really like,
hello.
Thank you, baby. Really just, I don't know, I guess playing with it, like going with the flow. I mean, I really have no explanation of how I do it.
Yeah. Hey, that's pretty awesome though. Like what a rock star. Like you're the real MVP.
I love it.
It's really fun, to say the least.
Keeps things interesting for sure. So
we decided for this mastermind call just to kind of keep it a little bit more casual, try a different time out, do a Q&A session and just kind of see like what's everybody been experiencing, bounce it off of us or others, you know, feel free to chime in and that way we can just help each other, just kind of, you know, since we're all at different stages, different parts of the country experiencing different levels of inventory, right? So what do you guys got? Anything that you want to throw at us or throw at the group? Just shout it out.
I've got something to share if no one has anything. I always have something to say.
You, Stevie.
Okay, so you guys know I'm all about social media and that's just like, it's just what I do and it's all I do. So I really have been trying with YouTube and dabbling with that and trying to be as consistent as possible with those videos, which I feel like a lot of real estate agents, they want to be better at. They want to be doing more videos and they would love to be very consistent on YouTube. Well, when we went to Dallas and we went to that, or I think you went as well, right? To that YouTube class with Karen Carr.
Yes.
And she was great, right? And I thought it was really good training. But I just listened to this podcast that she did, and I feel like she just had so many good golden nuggets about YouTube and all the content ideas that just like really resonated with me. And I was like, okay, this is exactly what I need to be doing. YouTube is owned by Google and everyone is searching all these things. And when they go into YouTube, like they're searching, and when they're going on Google, they're searching. And since it's owned by the same company, your videos can potentially pop up. Like I Googled all this stuff with Savannah, and that's where Karen Carr lives. Guess what popped up every time? A freaking video, that Karen's YouTube video. And I was like, and it was very direct with her ideas, like things to post. Like I was typing in things to do in Savannah, pros and cons of Savannah, Savannah real estate, best neighborhoods in Savannah. She had all these videos, and that's 90% of her business. And this just resonated with me so much because this is just right up my alley and what I'm into. And I don't know if you guys are or not, but it's called, the podcast is called Women Rocking Real Estate. And it's the most recent episode, and I just feel like I'm probably gonna listen to this again and like make notes because it was so freaking good. And you guys, I'm literally gonna go to Karen's YouTube channel, which I looked at and I was like, this is just so good.
Yeah.
And nothing fancy. And I'm going to go to her YouTube and I'm going to take all that shit and I'm going to make it my own here in Jacksonville, like 5 things to do in this neighborhood or this county, this area. Exactly what she did, recreate it as my own and post it out on YouTube just like crazy. And I'm just like, we could all do that.
Oh yeah. And like Google loves Google, so that's why you're seeing all that YouTube. Yeah, I mean, it's just like with Facebook or Instagram, when you do anything and you use all their tools, you have a higher algorithm. So Google loves Google. So
yeah,
like #1 search engine because it's Google.
And I'm personally YouTubing everything. Absolutely everything. I YouTube how to fix my garbage disposal the other day. And this guy had this video on there. I had to take the Allen wrench and all I had to do was like move it around underneath. I was like, I just saved myself $70 because I called and the guy was like, okay, $70, but he couldn't come out for like 4 days. I was like, I wonder if I could YouTube this. And I did and saved myself that money. But it's just like every other day I hear of somebody like, oh yeah, I YouTube that, or I just learned it on YouTube. So many house things that people just learn how to do themselves from YouTube. But just think about this, because Jacksonville is a huge like relocation area for corporate jobs, but huge military town. So if these people who are my clients, because most of my business is military, and they have never even been to Jacksonville before, and just think if you're moving to a new city, you're Googling the shit out of it. And you want to see videos and you want to hear about the neighborhoods, the pros, the cons, things to do. You want to hear about the schools. Are you a VA buyer? You need to learn about the VA loan and the funding fee and the no down payment, and the whole VA process is different. And I just felt like, oh my gosh, this is just gold. And I need to have more videos towards like 5 things about this, pros and cons. I just thought it was so beneficial.
For sure. Also, have you guys, so she runs a Facebook group that's called YouTube for Real Estate Agents.
Yep.
And people are consistently, what I love about it is that people are consistently posting the videos that they're doing. And they're like, hey, I love your raw feedback. And then it's like, I learned the abbreviations. I was like, why does everybody keep doing this abbreviation? Well, it's like it, subscribe, and comment, like it's the whatever that abbreviation is. And so it's so cool because like you have other agents that are just hyping you up, that are like, love the video, next time try this, or I commented for you. And then like, you know, just like, remember when we had a mastermind and it was all about getting reviews. And what did we all do? We all went in the Facebook group on Real Estate of Mind. We all posted our Facebook, our business page, and then we all went in and commented reviews on each other. I have like 10 reviews right now, and like 5 of them are realtors across the country. Like, my people don't have to know that, right? I just need great reviews. So same thing, like if we're all going on to each other's videos and commenting like, great content, love this, you know, anything like that, it just like the algorithms, right? The more likes, the more comments, you commenting back to people, like it boosts your video that much more. And so I would highly recommend that if you haven't joined that Facebook group, go join it. Go, just like Stevie said, I learned this from an agent and I thought it was like the most clever thing. He said to me, oh, I have an R&D department. And I was like, well, what's that for? And he's like, oh, rip off and duplicate. I just go rip off and duplicate what they're doing. I was like, oh, I have an R&D department too. It's me. It sounds all fancy, but really all we're doing is taking 5 things to do in Savannah, 5 things to do in Jacksonville, 5 things to do in Dallas, right? We're all doing the same thing. So
there was this realtor that I did a Zoom call with, and one of the things that she was like super insecure about were like what other real estate agents thought of her in her marketplace that she knew. And she was like, I'm just nervous if I recreate a video and it's too much like theirs. And I'm like, nobody cares, for one. And honestly, we're all stealing off of each other. People steal my stuff all the time. And I'm just like flattered. And I'm like, well, that must have been a good post that someone would steal it. You know, like that's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's not stealing. It's like whatever. You're recreating it in your own type of thing, or it doesn't matter. And nobody's judging you. And then also with like newer real estate agents feeling like, oh, I'm newer. I don't have that experience. Like, if I saw a brand new agent in my marketplace and I knew, I was like, oh, she just got licensed yesterday and she already has 5 videos up, I am not saying anything negative about her. I'm like, you go, girl. That's awesome. Let me see your videos. I'm going to copy you.
I know. I feel like, okay, I got to step my game up.
Yeah, like, I think it's awesome. So being, like, insecure about that, I just feel like is so silly. But, shoot, I felt that way in the beginning, too. Like, when I was showing up on social media, I was like, I was connecting with all these realtors. I was like, they know I'm brand new. I haven't done a deal, or I've done 1 or 2, and I'm showing up out here. But it's not like you're showing up like, oh, I'm at a closing. You're just like, hey, I'm showing this property, or what do you think about this countertop? You know?
I had an agent that reached out to me, and she had asked where I got my content from, and I said coffee and contracts, and she said, oh my gosh, I want to sign up for it, but I don't want to have the same content as everybody.
Oh my God.
I said, oh, hold on though. What do you mean everybody?
Yeah.
So, well, a lot of the agents that I follow. Okay. So tell me, how many of those agents are in your market center?
Yeah.
She said, well, they're not. And I said, and do you think the buyers and sellers that you're wanting to target are following all the same realtors that you follow in New York and Texas and California and Arizona?
Yeah.
No.
I had
Like,
the same conversation with someone.
yeah.
I just got coffee and contracts. I think it's the best thing since Betty White. I love it. And I've referred 10 people now to it. And the last one was like, oh, but all these other realtors are posting the same thing. I'm like, that's because we follow realtors.
Yeah.
Like your market does not.
Yeah, that's right. So, and even like things like that, should you be wanting to post about like spring cleaning tips or back to school tips or anything like that? Y'all know that you don't have to make it into a coffee and contracts post. You know that you can actually just like read it and make it a video, right? So if you're ever looking for inspiration, I go straight to coffee and contracts in their dashboard. I'm like, okay, let's go to April's content. What didn't I post on here? And then I just simply make a 90-second video on it.
And like, it's hard. Like, to me, my goal is to post every day, like something. And some days are just like not glamorous. And I'm dealing like today with repair requests like crazy. And I didn't have any appointments. So I really don't have anything exciting to share, but it's like, let me go in on coffee and contracts and see like what I can post today. And they just have like really good content with the style I love, captions. I don't even have to think about it. It's so easy. I love that they have like video scripts in there that I do want to utilize, because I'm just all about these videos. I just ordered a drone. I'm like, we're going big. I have someone to edit my videos now, so I feel like I have no excuse.
Yeah, for sure. And if anybody on here, if you haven't dove into videos yet, I know that we're talking all about videos, but I mean, let's just be real. It really is the future, right? And I don't know about you guys, but I'm always trying to stay ahead of the curve. But if you go into Fiverr, the app Fiverr,
Yeah.
Fiverr, you can hire somebody like super cheap to do whatever you want. Like, I had somebody that reached out to me and was like, I love your logo and I wanted to know how you created it. I tried doing it in Canva, and I'm like, oh girl, I am so honored that you thought I was that creative, but I paid somebody like $25 and they made 4 logos for me and they look great. Like,
Yeah.
so video editing, any content, blog content, anything like that. Like, should you just want like one time, or, you know, utilize that or leverage that out? When you think about your time, like an hour of your time, like $25 to spend for somebody else to create logos. it would have taken me like 4 hours. My time is more valuable than
I
that.
couldn't. There's no way I could have created my logo. But I had a real estate agent reach out to me, and she was like, "Who created your logo? I need a really good logo. I paid somebody, and everything that they sent back to me just sucked and didn't resonate." And I'm like, okay, this is what I see from other real estate agents. This is just my opinion. But my logo is nothing fancy. It's an S and an H. It's my initials. And the thing about it is, it's just about branding. Like, you see it everywhere in my posts, behind my head right now. Like, it's on everything, right? And that's the purpose behind it. So I, even after like me having this, I didn't even use my logo for like a year or two because I didn't love it. And I paid somebody who made like, I told them I wanted something girly, and I was like, with a key and like some pink, and she sent like this crazy cursive with my name, and it was beautiful, but I was like, I don't love it. And then I'm just like, no one gives a shit. No one cares about your logo at all. But I think it's a branding thing where they just see it consistently over and over. Like, I made a video about my logo, and there was like this etching and with the music, and like, it's just an S and an H. So to me, I'm like, people just use your initial. It could be something so simple. It could just be your name with a key or something. Like, don't overanalyze it, because it took me time to realize that. I was like, finally, I'm like, okay, no one really cares about my logo.
Right.
And but they keep seeing it over and over. And I think that in itself builds credibility with branding.
And Stevie, I'd like to follow up on that. Do you foresee in the future, do you plan to have the logo on your video, whether it's organic or professional? Is that something you plan to do? Integrate a little more?
Like in the corner of the video?
Yeah. Or like a bio? Because I actually had a meeting today with a production guy who is going to create a bio video, right? One for buyers, for sellers, but I want that one to be super professional. And some of the other organic ones that I do either at home or now here at the office, maybe having the little logo at the bottom with the name, trying to see what looks best, right? But ultimately, keeping it uniform.
Yeah, I would plug that logo everywhere.
Okay.
If you could put it on there, I definitely would.
I mean, if you should you have like the software or any of that to do it, or like just like Stevie said, like she might not have the software to do it, but it's behind her in every single video that she does, you know?
Yeah. And the girl, I don't know, I just why I switched Keller Williams. In that video, we had the logo in the bottom. But I think she's going to start doing that now. But either way, I feel like I try to plug it on photos on Instagram, on my email signature. I made a video on the logo, so it's just like a quick little intro. Something that I learned from this podcast that she had mentioned was, and this was something that I do, that I feel like I had been questioning, and I'm like, should I be doing this? In the beginning of the video, I'd always be like, hey guys, it's Stevie Hahn with Keller Williams in Jacksonville, Florida. And she's like, don't do that.
Yes.
On the video, be like, here's 5 reasons of why you should move to Jacksonville, and have the shortest B-roll ever of like, I think she said like a couple seconds of, not this super stuffy realtor promo commercial thing, because you're just going to lose interest so quickly. But plug that real fast and then say, hey, it's Stevie Hahn with Keller Williams in Jacksonville, Florida, and now we're going to dive in on why. So basically saying the topic first, not introducing yourself, quick little B-roll, then who you are, and then get right into it. And she's like, look, it's really hard to keep people's attention. She said her videos are normally 4 to 7 minutes. She's like, if you're really good at grabbing people's attention for 10 minutes, then sure, but it's really hard to do. So she's like, just keep it short, sweet, to the point, 4 to 7 minutes.
Yeah. And I love that, because that was one of the questions that I asked them. When I got up, I asked a couple of questions, and one of them was the intro. One, it doesn't happen directly. It's, after you kind of catch them on what it is. It's a small intro, and hers is like, I think it's just music, and it just is like a short sentence, like, or a short couple of seconds, just like slide of like her name and her logo, and then it goes right into the video. It's not like a whole bunch of music and like a big old intro. Like it's not anything like that. Which, like you said, it's like the cheesy, salesy type of.
Yeah, she's like, I've seen a lot of them and they look beautiful and they're great, but for these types of videos, like it's really not necessary. So I just thought that podcast had such good information.
The other thing too is so one thing that I have definitely been utilizing is that on YouTube, what you can do is end screens. And so you can put like the subscribe and then like what the next video should be. And you can either do like random or like, you know, I have a playlist of all of our masterminds in one playlist. And then it says like, you know, I have the end screen and it's like a picture of myself and it's subscribe here. And then play next video, and the next video is another video within that playlist, right? So you want to do that for your people too, because like I have ones that are like property tours. And so if I have like a playlist of like 10 different property tours, I want that next video that is lined up to be another property tour. Clearly they're into viewing homes, right? And so you want to keep in front of them whatever they're going to engage with. So utilizing those end screens is really big. It's really
there's so much more to it. The end screen, setting up your playlist, and then also the tagging. She's like, this is like the most important part ever is the tags at the end of the video. This is how people are going to be able to search your stuff. And like really educating yourself on SEOs, and there's ways to, what she says in the podcast. And I think there's other programs out there where you can search like things to do in Jacksonville, and you'll see like how many people are actually searching that, and you can compare it to other things so that if there's more searches on another type of topic, then you probably want to put tags going towards that for the SEO so that it'll gravitate towards your video when someone's actually searching for that. So there's like so much stuff behind it.
There's an add-on that you can do. It's called an extension onto Google Chrome. And like you can type in like Jacksonville Realtor or like DFW tacos or like, you know, different things. And you can type in like, just like compare like what keyword is being typed in more. And it will tell you like how many searches, like it's like a number that comes up. So obviously the higher the number, people are using that specific wording for looking it up and Googling. So using those. And also she went over in that YouTube class that the first 5 words in your description of the video should be something that's going to catch them. Like as far as like it's not like, hey guys, it's Wednesday, so you know what that means? Like, no. Put like top neighborhoods in Dallas for families, or, you know, whatever's going to catch them. The first 5 words are going to be the keywords that show up. So, you know, we try to make it like relaxed and casual, but make your first 5 words like super catchy.
Yeah.
Because those are what's going to come up in searches.
I like took a moment after listening to that class or that podcast. I was like, okay, what are things that people are going to be searching that would be like particular to Jacksonville? Because Jacksonville's huge and there's all these different areas. We're in different counties, and I'm just like different schools, all these events, all these things. So I was like writing down all these like topic ideas, and I'm like, this is what I need to do videos on because this is what people are actually searching.
Yeah.
They're not, I mean, yeah, real estate, yeah, because people might be moving here and they might be searching real estate, but I kind of feel like, well, they're probably going to be looking on Zillow, Realtor.com, and we need to be putting content on there of like, for us to be able to build that credibility with them, because they're going to see these posts of us educating them on the area, and we're going to build like that credibility where they're going to end up knowing, liking, and trusting us, and wanting to reach out to us to purchase real estate, you know? I mean, obviously it works for other real estate agents, and we are just missing the free boat.
Yeah, that's right. A girl connected with me the other day, and she was like, I just saw that, you know, we looked like we had like similar lifestyles, and then we had some mutual people. So I added you as a friend, and then I saw that you were a realtor, and I'm looking for a realtor. And I was like,
Yep.
Well, good. You know, so that means the first thing that she saw wasn't realtor, that's totally fine with me.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want to be like throwing up realtor in your face every time. Like,
Yeah.
I am also a person, like a human being.
Yeah.
I want to be relatable to people. Like, yes, of real estate, but also just in general on a couple of different platforms. So
yeah, that's awesome. And she had even mentioned, like, look, you are not going to be for everybody. You just need to be you and focus on that. And the people that aren't for you, it's okay. They're not going to be calling you. And what's great about this is that the people who do call you, which is so freaking true because all my clients come from social media, is like, they're like me. And I end up becoming good friends with them. Yeah. And it's like, well, they gravitated towards me, towards my personality because we're similar. But I'm sure there are people who have gone to my social media and I was not for them and they didn't reach out to me. And to me, I'm like, that is great. That's fine because it probably would not have been something I want to work with anyways.
One less person at the fire. No.
Yeah. So I just feel like people don't realize that you really attract people who are like you, and that's the best type of person to work with.
Yeah, for sure. No, I totally agree.
Quick question. Did she mention Google Trends at all?
No.
No? Okay. And I'm only bringing that up because I just heard that for the first time last week in a Zoom call. And I think they said Google Trends will show you what people are searching for.
Okay.
I think is that the extension?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not that techy. I apologize. But I did see like some of those because I checked with a research analyst guy for the company. And he said, yeah, he's like, look, Windows is up 400%. Now, of course, that ties into a little bit of the computers, but people are searching for Windows and natural light is up 400%. So that, of course, during COVID, all that plays into it.
Oh.
Urban living, rural, people are getting fed up of the city living, want to go to the outskirts. New homes were up 200%. So those kind of things, I believe they get them from Google Trends, which we should all probably be looking at in our markets.
I think that might be the extension. So you know how you can add like extensions onto like your web browser, like Chrome. So basically, like if you wanted to put like, I don't know, some of them like Boomerang is like the app for like if you want to send out future emails, like if you wanted to like send out an email by tomorrow 9 a.m. to a blast of people or just to one person. So like that's like an extension onto Chrome. I think that might be it, but I'm glad that you mentioned that because I wrote it down in my family reunion notes and I clearly didn't implement it because otherwise I'd know the name of it.
We all need to look this up. Like I am all in on YouTube. So I'm like, anything I can learn about YouTube, I'm doing it because it's not going anywhere. And I want to take market share and I want to put out all these videos and people are going to search for me and they're going to see my personality and I'm just going to attract more business from it. And it's free.
And it's free. That's what I was just going to say. So like when it comes down to it, like I have a ring light costs $30. I mean, like small stuff though, like I ended up getting a microphone. I don't use it all the time, but I think it was.
That looks legit, girl.
Oh, I know it.
That looks expensive.
It wasn't. And then I ended up paying for Movavi, which is a video editing software, which I love, by the way, if you guys are looking to do it on your own.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something like about just having like, I don't have to think about doing it, but it's still like, it's helping my business, but it's like one of those things where I don't have to like consistently like.
Well, and it's a tax
brain power. Like
editing the videos is a tax write-off. My gimbal is a tax write-off. My drone is going to be a tax write-off.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's all, this is my business.
Yeah.
I'm only using it to market real estate and my business. So, and I really don't have, like, I don't spend any money on marketing, leads, my business at all. So this is like the one thing that I spend money on. So.
And if you're able to record it like this, you don't even have to wear pants, y'all.
Oh, I wasn't. I don't have pants on right now. No, just
and you can drink wine and it'd be okay.
Yeah, like people really don't want super fancy. I mean, Yeah, I think they want decent, right? Like they want you to look nice, you know, makeup on, do your hair, but your iPhone is just like, I was just talking to my friend Brittany before I got on this call, and I was like, I feel like you're scared of videos and you won't do it, blah, 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 all this stuff, because I'm trying to get her to come with me and do more with me. And she's just like, oh, I need the newest iPhone. And I was like, what? No one gives a shit about that. That's your excuse?
Just like your logo. Like, oh, I'm not going to go produce a video because I don't have the best logo.
Yeah. And guess what? I say shit all the time where I'm like, oh, I don't feel good today, or I don't look good today, or I don't like this outfit, or I don't know what I'm going to say. Like, we all have these reasons, but I feel like I'm getting good about, you know what, you just got to suck it up because no one else gives a shit, and no one else is like over analyzing you the way that you are. Yeah. Things that you're insecure about, like no one else is even noticing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I was like, oh, I got to change my top. I'm in like this workout top for a mastermind. And I was like, no one cares.
Very good.
Prime example.
I just got this shirt in from Coffee and Contract.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. It says, get in, loser. We're going house shopping.
Yeah. No, I think it's funny.
I got a matching one for my TC because she is also a big fan of Mean Girls.
Yeah, I'm always like, I'm going to buy more stuff. I bought one Coffee and Contracts shirt, but then one of my other friends, now she's making shirts too. So I'm like, I mean, I can't buy everyone's shirts. You guys see me wearing shirts with text on them every day. Well, I caved to my friends' businesses.
I saw that when you posted on Instagram, I almost bought so much from it.
Well,
I have
yes,
the same shirt that are from Amazon, but I have a purple one, a black one, and a green one, and it's just realtor written out like the Friends logo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My favorite shirt to wear. I wear it all the time, but I'm like, I need more real estate shirts because people are gonna think I don't have any other clothes.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's such a cute one though, and I feel like it keeps popping up on like my ads, like on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, and I'm like, oh, should I buy it?
Just buy it. I mean, we can I mean, I'm not a tax expert, but in my opinion, it's a uniform.
It's a tax write-off.
Love it.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, let us know what y'all think about having this time for masterminds. We had lower attendees than normal, but I mean, I like the time. I don't know about you guys, but this works out great for me.
7 p.m. Eastern is late for me. I'm like getting ready for bed.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of the times I'm, cooking dinner for, sitting down with the boys and stuff. So when you guys said you were going to be doing 5, I was like, oh, that is perfect.
Yeah, I think we just have to promote it more because we didn't decide this until yesterday. Yeah. But it just, honestly, I was so happy.
I agree. It helps. Yeah. Cause like, I think by the time that we normally get on, like you said, like, not that I cook or anything, but I'm ready to like get in the mindset of getting ready to like wind down the day. And
my mind is just shot by 7. It's like, I just need to stare at this wall.
Yeah, I'm normally cooking dinner. Like, I remember the one time I remembered to get on your call. It was like 5 minutes before it ended. And I was like, oh, my God. Cooking dinner, dealing with the kids, husband's just getting home. I'm like, oh my gosh. So this is a good time. Like, my kids are quiet-ish kind of right now. And this is good. I like this time.
And shout out to Alex for being the #1 male on our call. Hey.
Yeah. I love it. You know who I want to get on our call that I think is very possible is Ricky Carew.
Please.
Okay. All right. Yo, as soon as we get off, I'm going to call him.
I was going to say, message him and say.
What?
I was going to say, message him and say, hey.
He doesn't care. He's like, I mean, this is 30 minutes, and as long as I feel like we have questions and like, he'll just do his thing. And
he seems like the most laid back, chill, go with the flow person I've ever seen out of every realtor I watch. So
I love him so much. Yeah. It's like a done deal. I'm gonna work on this.
Yes, I've been binge watching his like whole entire YouTube. Like I went on Bold Pivot, and I was looking at this one person was saying they're a new agent. And then people kept saying, well, go ahead and just put your money back and go to Ricky Caruth. I was like, who is Ricky Caruth? So I go on there and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
That's
I
exciting.
love him.
Yeah.
I'm going to look him up now too.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who he is?
Really awesome.
Alex, you're gonna have a man crush on him.
Your mind is about to be blown.
I mean, not that he's like good looking. I mean, because like he's filled with like so much great knowledge. Like it's like, oh my gosh, tell me more.
You know who I've been binge watching is Ryan Serhant.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Right. Oh my gosh. That has been my man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna hop on. He does
he's an animal.
Wednesday 6 o'clock calls. And so like we haven't been able to get on them because we're always doing our mastermind.
Oh, I'll get on that call though.
Oh yeah, let's do it back to back then.
So, oh my gosh, I am so obsessed with him right now.
I got an
His
email
website.
today.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I got an email today that he's coming out with a new book.
Yes, his second book.
Big Money something, and I was like, oh, I'll pre-order.
See, I know who Ricky is. I know who Ryan, whatever you say his last name is, but I have not like dug into any of his stuff. So I'm like,
check out some of his YouTube videos. Speaking of YouTube, Stevie's been talking about it, but yeah, I'm one to get easily distracted. A minute or two and I'm out completely. And with his, I got in there, I spent 2 hours and I went on his website, and I'm not a website guy at all.
Yeah.
And I saw every single tab on his website, and I was, oh my gosh. I said, this is the guy. I love everything about it.
I didn't even like, I know that he has a show, but like I've never even watched that. I got hooked onto him from Sell It Like Sirhan. I read his book and was like, yes, I love this guy. And then I started following him on Instagram, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm obsessed with him.
And he's just so genuine. And he reminds me a little bit of like, I follow, of course, Stevie and Amanda a lot, and I try to rip off and duplicate, right? Some of the stuff. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But what I liked about Ryan is that he is putting it all in one hub. So what I saw on his website, if you scroll down, it's so user friendly, and at the bottom he has all the social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I even think he may have YouTube, right? So it's something that makes it just turnkey for anybody, just housing all of those social media profiles in one link, right?
Yeah.
So that might be something to consider as well. How are you driving traffic, Stevie, to your YouTube? I mean, of course, they Google, but.
Yeah, but honestly, just me promoting it on my Instagram. Like, and my LinkedIn and my Facebook business page. But it's nothing special. It's like I feel very humble by this whole YouTube process, because I feel like I've put in the time on Facebook and Instagram, and I've built it up, and now I'm starting at square one with YouTube. But I keep telling my mind, this is the same thing that I did with Facebook and Instagram. I just kept showing up. I wasn't worried about the followers, the likes, or anything. And then eventually it's going to pay off if I'm consistent with it. So I feel like I have been, but gosh, I love Ryan Serhan's content, and he's actually so funny. I love his YouTube. And he even said on a recent one that I watched of him, he was talking about his business from YouTube. I mean, I know a lot of people know him and stuff like that, but he was like referencing certain deals, and he was like, just because I did a tour of this property, someone reached out to me on YouTube. But like, I keep hearing that from multiple agents, because people are searching for that particular neighborhood, and then they see that property and they see you. That's what it's about.
So one of the things that I found to be very valuable for drawing traffic to my YouTube channel and like videos specifically was like just putting together, like I did a COVID video, and it was just like, how are you doing? Things are a little bit crazy. If there's anything that I can do for you, you know, I've been getting questions about real estate, yada, yada, yada. And I have Boomtown, and I have all of my leads housed in Boomtown. And I was like, hey, I sent a bulk text message out that just said, hey, hope you're doing well. Wanted to check on you. Check out this YouTube video. Hope to hear from you soon. And I posted the link, and that got like tons of views on it. And then people just responding back. Like, thanks so much for sending that. I know it was generic, but I was wondering about that real estate market, like just things like that. And it just drew people to that video. And then of course I had an end screen, right? And then the end screen was the first step into buying a home, you know? So it just like, it lines it up so that if somebody is, you know, they relate with me, they have 2 hours to sit on YouTube like you did when you were talking about before, like it lined up the next video, which was, okay, here's the first step in the home buying process. Here's the next step. Here's the, you know, and like, it just stayed in front of them.
I think this is something I thought of today that I wish I would have done, but I had 2 conversations with these women this morning about buying a house, and it was on Instagram. And I was like, hey, I'm going to send you my YouTube video of me breaking down the whole process of the cost, the steps, what to really expect, and timeline of events. So they're like, okay, great. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this video. So I sent it off to them, and I was like, dang it, Stevie, I should have a series in a playlist of all these different home buying topics so that when that video's up, I bet they'll watch the next one or the next one. And it just builds up credibility for one, but also like there's just so much information to know as a home buyer. And even when I'm doing my home buyer consult, I tell them, I'm like, I can't even explain to you this whole home buying process in our one meeting. But I feel like with YouTube, it's such a great tool where like, hey, they can watch a couple, they can come back to it. And I'm just like, I need to create, because you can do those playlists. Like we have our masterminds in there. I have model home tours. I have realtor tips, but I need buyers, sellers, communities, events.
Yeah. Not to mention if you do like a buyers and sellers playlist, it can automate your process even more when you're working with them. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Take yourself out of the equation and say, hey, watch this. Like this is your homework, Mr. Seller or Buyer. And then it's going to help you in the process.
Yeah. I went to 2 family reunions ago. I went to a class where this girl, she doesn't do it through YouTube. She is like beyond that now. She has it like housed in her website, but it's so cool. It's like, okay, the next step in the home buying process is to set up your inspection. Click here for the details. And it was like a whole video on setting up their inspection and then things to look for in their inspection report. And then like the next step, it's like, now that we're out of the inspection period, like she had all these videos, like we could easily set up a playlist to do that. She had it where like, it's part of her like customer service emails that get sent out. And it was just very like nicely professionally done where like it was automatic. Like
you could make that playlist on YouTube with that series. And then if you have a client who's going through that process, you could still email them
on that playlist. Right.
Where with the CRM that I'm using right now, you plug in the link for YouTube and then it shows up. So it's not just a link that they have to click on and it looks spammy, you know, like I'm not going to click on this link, but it's actually like a photo of my video and you just click play and it has like my face. So it looks more legit. But you could just set that up, you know, and repurpose it everywhere, not just with YouTube in this email, but Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, I'm fired up.
Okay, so we're all going to make YouTube videos?
Oh, this is the only thing I'm even focused on right now. Like, this is all I'm doing is videos. I don't care.
I actually have a channel already I've been working on, so.
Oh, you have to send it to me.
Nice. Yeah, we should all
send it to me so I can subscribe. And I
was going to say, maybe I'll make a post in Real Estate of Mind Facebook group, and then we can all post our links and then go subscribe and comment and like and
post all your stuff so I can copy it and redo it for myself.
Love it. Okay, guys. Well, this is like the longest mastermind we ever had, and it's like I love it.
Yes, I get like fired up.
I know, me too.
Okay, y'all smile real fast. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, got it. Okay. So
y'all. Have a great rest of your week.
I'm gonna work.
Thank you all very much.
Bye.
Thank you.